Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the most effective personal power program in the world, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are standing on a precipice. The tide is rising. The storm clouds close in on our quaint homes. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand on the dawning of a storm of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we're going to leverage that to unlock the power of the next level. That and much more tonight on Explorations. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing out there on Twitch.tv and YouTube.com? Namaste, everybody. It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power coursing through your veins right now. Oh my goodness, Psyduck with a subscription. Psyduck, I'm scared and horny. Let's explore. Scared and horny. Listen, if you think you're the horniest you've ever been and you're not terrified of yourself, then ladies and gentlemen, you have much farther to go. Now, that is a perfect example of that which we seek to unlock, we pursue in constant pursuance of that exact intersection. Horniness, a lust, but a lust that defies your mind, a lust that forces you to rethink who you are at your most base level. We like to think that we're smart. We'd like to think that we're good. We'd like to think that we do the right thing. But we're talking to Psyduck with a gun right now, and he says he's so scared. He's so horny. He's scared. He's scared of what he's going to do. He's scared of letting go. He's scared of what that means to be as sexually activated as he is, letting forth a potential violence. Now, that is where we should all be. If I have done my job right, by the end of tonight, that is where every single member of my chat, both Twitch and YouTube, will find themselves as we stand among the chaos of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's right. The season has been leading up to this exact moment, this exact nexus, ladies and gentlemen. And as we find ourselves at this nexus, well, we can find ourselves is a fear. But within that fear, a horniness. Within that horniness, a direction, a path forward, a path to the next level that we speak about so frequently here at Explorations. Namaste. How's everybody doing in chat? Real quick, let's check in with chat. How's everybody doing in chat right now? Namaste. Give me some feedback. Give me some words. Give me some feelings back. How are we doing in chat right now? Namaste. It's good to be with you. Like I said, I feel absolutely, I got done. I went to Target earlier today to get some. I thought it was a really good time to get some basic staples. I went and it's like, you know what? I could use a little bit of milk and eggs. Well, let's head down to the most popular department store in the country on the worst fucking day of the year for it. Not, by far and away. Namaste. Yeah, so that's what I did, and it reminded me. It was such an important reminder of where we're going, where we're at, what has been going on. Oh my gosh, guys! Speaking of horniness, if you're looking for a sense of horniness that scares you, tap into the jazz right now. Now, I used to do this house call thing where I'd show up and I'd play saxophone to couples making love. I did play a couple of orgies once, and honestly, it was one of those transactional, or they were nervous to be around each other. They were nervous to be around each other. Namaste. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we've got Iron Chef. I have 2 nephews. I bought one of them a PS5 for Christmas, and the other I gifted my old pharmaceutical manuals from when I was in college. Summoning discord in the homes of others. The program works. Namaste. Namaste to you, brother. Namaste. Now that is a good way to get a good gift, and we've been talking about gifts of the next level. Gifts. How do we give a gift of spite? Perfect example. One round chef. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. One Ron Chef getting us started with that communal vision, beautiful vision from One Ron Chef. Namaste. And listen, if there are any Raiders sticking around from earlier, Raiders sticking around from Money Tits. Money Tits joining us with a raid earlier this evening while I was getting set up in the studio. We had that sort of join screen, the welcoming screen, the getting started screen. Namaste to Raiders. You're not sneaking by me that easy. You think you're gonna sneak by Leslie? You think you're gonna tiptoe by Leslie? No. namaste, onion plug. Blessings and namaste to you. Oh, Lord, here we are on another Jazz Express. And you know what? Speaking of horniness, if I could speak on horniness, for lack of a better word, it's such a crass word, right? If you're not ready, if you're not in the zone, if you don't speak the language of sensuality, then the word horniness can be it could be a rocky shore to wash up against. Can it, ladies and gentlemen? Can it not? Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back on Explorations after our little jaunt, our little jog around on the Jazz Express. Namaste to you. Oh, it felt good. Oh, it felt good to just put my jogging shoes on and just take a little jog around the block with you. Namaste. So guys, how are we? Before we get any further into my business, I have a lot of energy for you all. I thank you all for being here. We're really going to have a fantastic exploration tonight, really leveraging the chaos around us in a way that will allow you to know reality better, know the reality outside and inside of you in a much clearer picture. And in so doing, and being able to see the reality both inside and outside of you, the next level will be so much closer and so much more active in your body and your mind and your spirit. Namaste as well. So it's good. Jessica Bear is getting us going with Santa blessings and namaste to you. Well, listen, horniness isn't supposed to not be gross, not Mish. Listen, not Mish. You've been around the program enough to know that horniness is not supposed to be not gross. Exactly. See, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that find yourselves recoiling from both your body and the bodies of others, you're correct. That's why when I hear the reports I hear these reports about young people having less sex. Have you seen these reports, ladies and gentlemen? Have you seen these reports in the news? It has been widely reported that, these newer generations, they're having less sex. And they're also reporting much lower success in terms of romantic relationships. I don't know if we've heard this at all. Have you heard that? Can I see a 1 in chat if you've heard any hear tell of this phenomenon before? Let me see a 1 in chat if you've heard anything similar or in this arena. Younger people having less sex and they're having more frustration, less success in the romantic arena. Maybe some of you in chat have experienced this directly. Sadek, I know you're not getting laid. I don't know what this 2 is about. Anecdotally, you should just be saying 1. They're fucking 24/7? Yeah, there's a bunch of living as Jessica Bear. So Jessica Bear's really speaking from her area of authority, being able to clock exactly what's going on. A lot of living, breathing examples in here. The vibe isn't sexually balanced, let's say. Isn't libidinally balanced, we'll say. This energy, this is sort of chaos that comes from you all every time we hit start stream, that we get the chaos on the call. It's not from, being, achieving any sort of orgasmic, satisfaction. Duncan did it. Namaste, gifting a sub to Sexless. Duncan did it, gifting a sub to Sexless. Namaste. So listen. I know we got a bunch of jokesters in chat right now. We got a bunch of regular DL Hughleys in chat right now. And as much as I love to see that, I do have a point to make. The thing about the younger people not having the sex, not having the intercourse, afraid of their own genitalia, afraid of the genitalia of others. Now, some people are labeling this a crisis, right? They're wondering what's going on. How do I fix this? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I have never been more enthusiastic about a group of people than I am about these young people, these young adults, terrified of their bodies and terrified of the bodies of the people that they're supposed to be having sex with. Let me say that again. I have never been more enthusiastic about this group of young people alienated from their bodies and alienated from the most base urges that human beings have experienced since the dawn of time. Ladies and gentlemen, these people, you may label them disordered, you may label them neurotic, etc., etc. You might have any number of words to heave at them, disparage them. But ladies and gentlemen, let me say here, they're right. Let me say right now to make perfectly clear, these young people, afraid of their genitalia, afraid of their penis, afraid of their pussy, etc., etc., they're correct. They are seeing the body and its power correctly, accurately. They look at this churning biological machine that they're sitting on top of, and they are correct to see the power, the percolating power, and its ability to affect the world around it. Being offered no guidance of how to navigate this reality, no guidance of how to make any kind of resonance with the power that they correctly see inside of their own penis and inside of their own vagina. Now, no one's showing them until this program, until Leslie Tanner. Now, again, to go back to Psyduck is correct to be scared of his penis. I've been telling him he has a powerful penis for months now. And he's finally listening on the dawn of Christmas Eve. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. How are we doing? It's good to be with you. It's good. It really is. It feels fantastic to be with you. What a night, right? What a night. That charged up anticipation, Christmas Eve. What if they enjoy not having sex? Doesn't that break one of the core beliefs of the program? If you're enjoying something, you're doing it. Well, oh my gosh, you are Galgoo guy asking an absolutely jaw-dropping question. Somebody has been paying attention. Somebody has been listening to old Leslie Tanner. Maybe it's true that old Leslie Tanner's got something to share, something worth saying. And Galgoo guy really on the hunt. Really on the hunt for the truffles. Namaste to you. We'll get into that a little bit later, Galgoo guy, because that's a beefy one. That gets into a lot. And give me a call tonight. We'll get into it. Wow. So listen. So I see dilated. I see namaste. I see shaken. Huck 5 wishes he had a powerful penis. Namaste to you. It's good to be with you guys. It really is. Thank you so much for joining me and being with me tonight as we get into another exploration with Leslie Tanner. Now, as it says on the screen tonight, a storm is coming. Now, that phrase could mean a lot of different things. But for our immediate purposes tonight, what we're discussing is the storm that this entire Christmas season has been leading up to, right? Christmas season is a very specific time of year in which you have the songs, the cookies, the parties, the sentiments, the overly saccharine kind of just nonsense that you have jammed up your ass for however many weeks at a time. And ultimately, yeah, you can take the piss out of it. You could joke about it. Oh, well, I'm sure many of you have Discord servers to run to and joke about, oh, it's Christmas, right? Christmas sucks. I guess I'm a Grinch. But really, truly, in your heart of hearts, we need to deal with this. Because even though we may joke around and blow off some steam, the missile is entering the heart of the Death Star in our hearts. You know, the missile of Christmas cheer has entered our hearts. And we all experience a sense of dissonance as we sit upon this precipice, entering the Christmas Eve. Now, whether you're going to a Christmas Eve party in the next couple days, both days, one of the days, or you aren't going to a single damn thing. You are going to have to deal with the dissonance of tomorrow and the day after. Period. Period. You are, even if you think, oh yeah, no, I sit out Christmas, I don't do anything. Well, what you're going to be doing is defending yourself against the happiness that you feel on some level, feel that you should be having. Or maybe you're saying, oh no, I love Christmas. You are sitting on an explosive reservoir of repressed unhappiness. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, over the next 2 days, there are not another 2 days like it over the course of the year. Over the next 2 days, we will be amidst a sense of dissonance, a sense of alienation, a sense of conflict, an ocean of these things. And although they may be unpleasant, ladies and gentlemen, although these sensations may be unpleasant, ladies and gentlemen, this is the path of the next level. We sit with the conflict on the surface of our minds and our hearts. I'm supposed to be happy. Why am I not happy? Oh, I defended myself against this. Oh, I just hole up and I block out the world. Oh, don't even worry about me. Block out against what? Oh, I really cherish being with my family. Oh, my family, we all love each other so much. Oh, do you? Oh, do you? Ladies and gentlemen, this program during this time of year is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the weak. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to deal with that conflict. It is time to look at that conflict dead on, square up, confront it. Because only by doing so may we unlock and unleash the power within, the power of the next level that we speak about so frequently. So ladies and gentlemen, a storm is coming. A storm is here. And what are you going to do? You're going to dial the number that you see on the screen, 773-974-9585. Let's leverage the chaos, leverage the dissonance to unlock a power you've always known you've possessed. This is the time. This is the test. Call me up, 773-974-9585. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of how you, too, can unlock the power of the next level. Namaste. And while we got people lining up in the waiting room right now, we've got, go ahead, I want to put the P.O. box on the screen just in case you guys want to send me a little something. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. I got a couple things to open a little bit later after the break, and I'm very excited. 2 things from German royalty and 1 from Nigel Pennyweather. Beautiful, beautiful little gifts. Can't wait to get into them. Can't wait to, I have no idea what's in the envelope, but I can't wait to open them. One Run Chef. Block out other people's bullshit. Their bullshit is made out of bullshit. It's bullshit at a molecular level. One Run. Give me a call. You got something ripe on the surface of your mind. One Run Chef. I need you to call up tonight. 773-974-9585. 773-974-9585. A lot of you worry about, maybe feeling like you need to have a funny call. No. I don't want a single person being funny tonight. I want a 3-hour stream of no joking around. I don't want a single person joke around tonight. I'm dead serious about that. 773-974-9585. Booty, well, I'm afraid to call, honestly. Why are you afraid, Booty? Booty, talk to me. Why are you afraid? Why is it that you're afraid? What are you afraid is going to happen? There's an anxiety. I can feel it. I can feel it with you. Talk to me about it. I am brand new and I don't think I'm cool enough to call. What is that? It's a free number to call. It's a free number to call on the screen. Give me a call. Anyone can call. Namaste. But I'm also a coward, so I don't call. More serious than satellite radio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a free number to call in. I'm here for you. I believe in you. I care for you. I care for you and believe in you in a way that no one in your life is able to do. Because they don't have the most effective personal. I've done the work. I've done the trainings. I've done the degrees. I've learned all the bullshit, and I can see you for you. I can see the power inside of you. I can see what you're feeling, and I will deliver you to at the very least one closer step along the path to the next level. That I guarantee. That I promise. How do you handle boring callers? Oh, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. A boring caller. There's no such thing. I mean, if you're worried about being bored, you're not thinking about. Listen. Well, let me give you the perspective of a therapist, which I am, a legally licensed therapist, right? Somebody comes into my office. And this pressure to be, because of course my reputation precedes me, and they're like, this guy is something special. I better be entertaining or something, right? This is a common anxiety when beginning the process with me. Now, the thing about that though is, they start talking, and in their head I can tell they feel like they're being boring. But on the surface, what I see, what I hear, it is a dense, moist field of achingly human and profound emotion. I see a fertile, dense soil, dense with nutrients, dense with minerals, expressing itself, a fertile grounds for an unlocking of a power that this person has only ever dreamed of, or else you wouldn't be here to begin with. Nobody that doesn't think they don't have... No, let me back up and say that again. There's not a single person in this chat who doesn't think that they don't have the power of the next level. Everyone in this chat knows deep down on some level that this power of the next level is something real. Something coursing through them. Or else you wouldn't be here, ladies and gentlemen. And because that, I mean, you don't have to look at chat. Yeah, that's a good point. Producer Fram Wayard says, just turn chat off while you call. Chatter's retarded. We cannot hurt you. Yeah, don't listen to these cows. Chat is livestock, and you need if you're a streamer, then you know what I'm talking about, right? If you're a streamer, you know what I'm talking about. You learn within, the first couple reps, like, oh, there's something about the medium of chat that reduces people into a base level of thinking and being. And in that space, they need to be treated exactly like that. Because guys, have you ever been in another person's chat and that streamer's kind of just gassing you up? They're gassing you up like, oh wow, everybody here is so talented and so supportive. I love our community. Have you ever been in a chat and a streamer tells you that? Let me see a 1 if you have been in a chat where a streamer has done that to you. Let me see a 1 in chat. Let me see it. Let me see a 1 in chat if you've heard that nonsense. There we go. Okay, yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Impulse power, it makes me nauseous. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what I wanted to get to. This feeling, this nauseous feeling, this angsty feeling, this feeling of like your skin crawling. that a lot of us will kind of cast out of our minds. But this feeling of disgust, of revulsion, of being told that we're supportive and talented and that they care about us, this feels like shit for some very specific, real reasons, and you're right to react that way. It would be better if that streamer physically, sexually molested you somehow through OBS, somehow through Twitch.tv. It would be better if they stuck their hand through the screen and started playing with you, started playing with your privates, rather than tell you about how supportive and happy they are, happier they are to have such a beautiful community. Because it's lying and it's abusive. It's abusive of streamers to do that. Namaste. Address chat in third person, like I said. I don't understand that YouTubing. I don't understand that comment YouTubing, but I'm eager to. I'm eager to. Go ahead and extrapolate on that for me. YouTubing. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first caller of the night lined up. So guys, 773-974-9585. Talk to me. A storm is coming. We need to prepare ourselves. You are giving up an opportunity to prepare yourself for the next couple days and to leverage the next couple days to unlock and unleash the power within. Let's go ahead and bring in our first caller. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
My name is Duncan.
Duncan. It's Duncan, everybody. Namaste, Duncan. How you doing, brother?
Hello. I'm okay. Guru, does that technology exist where a streamer can reach through and actually I can feel it on my body?
Wait, say, I want to hear that one more time. I want to make sure everybody heard that question. Go ahead again, Duncan.
Is there a technology where a streamer can reach through my tablet or cell phone, touch my body?
Yeah, 100%. So that is interesting. That is funny. Basically, what you're talking about is a series of products where, you know, through a device, like let's say I have a phone with me right here with an app that's connected to maybe a small vibrating device that you could insert into your ass, and I can control that. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
No, you brought it up. I just wanted to know. So you need a third-party thing. I can't actually feel someone touch me.
Yeah, no. I mean, So you need. Okay. What are you trying to accomplish?
No, nothing. You said a second ago that a streamer should reach through and touch me. I just wanted to know if that could actually happen.
Well, okay, I see what you're saying. So it's not even anywhere near what I thought you were asking. Okay, I get it. So you're curious whether a streamer can actually reach out and give you a graze or a pet or a touch.
Yes, or kiss me or tell me I'm pretty.
I tell you what?
That I'm pretty and that they want me to be there forever.
Okay. Yeah, they can. You at physical meetups. I mean, people try to make that happen. It doesn't always go good. I will say that.
Okay. I heard at TwitchCon people were meeting up. There was a guy that was able to reach out and touch a streamer.
Yeah, there was like a really like a one of these. And listen, I worked with guys like this. I could tell right away. He's one of these lethally massive, like, maybe a mixture of autism and maybe a little bit of bipolar or something like this. Yeah, the guy came in with a very specific energy and tried to touch Emiru. Some streamers like me, we are whenever I'm gonna set up a booth that will just allow everyone to touch me however they want. They can do whatever they want with my body for seconds at a time. for maybe like up to 15 seconds, you could literally do whatever you want to my entire physical body.
I don't want to derail, Guru, but what if you had a room and you put all these people that wanted to touch other people in there together, and they could touch each other?
Now that's something, right? Having like a Reddit meetup, but everybody just has sex.
It's just a bunch of holes with hands in the wall, and then whoever touches another person touches.
Look at that. Now that's a good, that's a barn, that's what we call a barn burner of an idea. Now we arrived at, maybe an ancient idea through modern means. We're talking about reconnecting through the internet, but what you're talking about is just a good old-fashioned group sex.
Oh, is that what I was getting? I guess so. But it's all people that are angry at their dad, maybe.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of the people that participate in that are probably going to have some sort of feelings about their dad. I think that's safe to assume. I don't even know if we need to really double check it. Go ahead.
Do you hate Christmas? I don't. I feel bad because I don't hate Christmas.
You don't hate Christmas? Speak on that. No. I've tried to communicate this. Maybe it would help if I said it just very openly. I think Christmas is a really great time of year, especially in the context of the program. I mean, it's a time rife with many very productive things to explore. Well, tell me, you talk to me about Christmas though. You don't hate it. Speak on it. Before you do, I got a quick communal vision from Stone Monster 400. Okay. Dunk, make sure you bring a U-Haul and pack lunches for all those holes.
I would probably bring a Gatorade, Stone Monster, because you can piss in a Gatorade after you've drunk in it. It's an emergency toilet as well.
So yeah, go now. The runway's cleared. Give me a little bit about give me a little bit about Christmas and your feelings about it.
I like to see people excited and running around and going, you're out of this, and they're screaming. It's basically like the world is ending, but it's just because of toys and clothes and material things. And then I start to think, well, I don't have any money. And so would I be this frantic if I had money? And it makes me think about the things that matter to me, like hugs. And that's when I just give people hugs.
So do you go to these department stores where the women are kind of melting down and you're just like, free hugs?
I wear a fanny pack, and it's got a tiny little handkerchief hanging out of it, and it says free hugs. And I'll just surprise them with hugs from behind. Yes, sir.
And how do they react to it? How do the women react to it?
They push away, and then I'll say consensually, and then I'm not allowed at Macy's or Sears anymore.
Right. So you tell them, you remind them that it's a consensual hug. Then they kind of just they just kind of go along with it.
They go get the authority.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I think what you're doing is and I don't use this often, but I think what you're doing is beautiful and at its base is empathetic. I think it's really important that you're doing great work in your community.
I just want to feel something like everybody else feels on Christmas, but I wonder, will a storm rise in me if I start to feel all those things that make everybody else so frantic on Christmas?
Wait, say that one more time. I want to make sure I understood that.
Well, because everybody else is happy and running around and frantic, if I have all those things, will I also be frantic? There's got a dog barking. Stop barking. Okay.
Now, I would say, Duncan, that it is, we may find ways over time to sort of, ways that we react to what's in the air at different times of the year. We might find ways to react to election season. We might find ways to react to Christmas season, to the 4th of July, to somebody's first communion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But to say that you, in particular, are unaffected is just not accurate. But the thing that sets you apart, Duncan, is that you tap in.
What?
You tap in to the other. You see the other in distress. You see something drilling someone in the head, freaking out at a Sears, and you're like, okay, it's consensual hug time. So you give them a hug from behind. They struggle. Then it's on them. Then it's their problem. But you react with your heart.
But if there's a storm brewing in me, isn't that the real holiday season? Aren't I missing out? That's where I feel like I'm at the outside looking in, and everybody I feel like Tiny Tim, and I want to be a part of the party.
You are a part of the party. You could not be a part of the party. I had to meditate on that for a moment.
Okay. I want to feel the storm, I think. That's my problem, is I feel like the storm is a good thing, is it not? The power is a good thing.
Well, let's start with this. Let's start with this then, Duncan. When you're at Macy's or JCPenney or Sears and you're giving these women having emotional breakdowns consensual hugs from behind without telling them about it, and then you get kicked out and banned from these stores, how does that feel?
Oh, it makes me so mad because all I'm trying to do is show them that maybe they didn't get hugged enough, and maybe a mercy hug is what they need. Listen,
it makes you mad. Why does it make you mad? Why does it make you mad? Does it? Is it? Well, you kind of just said, but something tells me there's something underneath that, right? There's something underneath that anger. You're being rejected. You're someone who sees the person in front of them with a need that needs to be met. You're accurately meeting that need, and they're saying, "Get out of here. Get out of this society."
Get out is what they say.
Yeah.
Get out and put that shirt back when you go, and I steal it. Maybe.
Look it, Duncan. Like I said, the storm is coming. The storm is here, brother. You are embodying the storm. You're reacting to it. You're pushing down this anger. But the next time you show up, go back to this Macy's and sort of really remember that anger before you start hugging women. Quick Stone Monster communal vision. Broke ass legs, Tiny Tim has the storm all up in him. Take your crutches and swing that shit around.
Oh my God. You're right. Stone Monster's right. I gotta turn what they call weakness into a superpower. I gotta wear a mask, like a giant clown mask, and then hug everybody, including the security officer, and have my penis out. Maybe.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When Duncan, let me tell you this. When artists have an idea like that, something that is so brave, something that is so bold, they are obligated to follow through with that idea. Let me just plant that seed on your way out, okay?
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste!
Namaste, Duncan. I can't wait to read about that in the news. Lord knows that's not going to be well received. Local man in a mass hugging arrested during a mass hugging at Macy's this Christmas Eve. He hugged about 14 women with his penis out and beat a security guard into a coma. Not me, single bit. Namaste. None, Echo, none. I've noticed this lately. Everyone's been kind of nervous to call in these past couple weeks. Everyone's been kind of nervous to call in. I'm not exactly sure why. YouTubing Namaste. This is an arrangement from Sunset Pony. I don't know if Sunset Pony's in the chat right now, but Psyduck with a gun, Namaste. 5 community, holy friggin' moly, 5 community gifts from Psyduck with a gun. Namaste to Psyduck with a gun. Brother, that is extremely generous. Of course, you know, during this time of year, we are pinching pennies so that we can get good enough food for the parties, get the gifts, etc., etc. So any gift during this time of year is something that I really do cherish. And namaste to you, Psyduck. Can't thank you enough. All right, we have a caller. We got a caller, everybody. Let's get him on in. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Amelia.
Amelia, welcome on back to the program, Amelia. How you doing?
Oh, what's good? I'm playing The Sims 4. I'm just kind of chilling right now.
Chilling, playing The Sims 4. Are you winning?
Right now, for the last few hours, I've been trying to fix the game crashing from mods, so I would say no.
Namaste. So you're okay. So that's that. That sets a tone. So you've got like a kind of a nagging sense of defeat and failure, while calling in. So that's kind of nice. That's an interesting move.
Yeah. I've had a rough few days. I won't get too into it, the details, but it's been a rough few days. I feel like my storm may have already came,
The storm is here, Amelia. The storm is interesting. And you said you don't want to get into too many details. Can you give us a rough idea what's going on? A little rough draft? A little sketch? A little silhouette?
More issues with the parents and the dog health issues. And I want to say, if I'm in a state where I don't know if I want to give too many details with the shit I've said in this show, that should set the scene for what may be happening.
Interesting. Yeah, I can only guess. Your life sucks.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yeah, when you listen, I'll tell you one thing right now. When you call and offer little details about your life, you do it with this kind of you use this levity as a way of maintaining some sort of spiritual buoyancy, and to those that are really listening to what you're saying, they know, they're like, holy moly. They're sort of their mouths open up a little bit, and they're just like, whoa, holy shit. And so listen, yeah, and if you've got details that you're not sharing because you feel like a little overwhelmed by them, Lord knows.
Oh yeah.
Lord knows there's some
maybe
meat
next
on
week.
those bones.
maybe next week. But you know, for now, I did build a pretty sick gingerbread train.
Pretty sick gingerbread train. Okay, so that's what we're going with. So we've got hell in the background, and then we've got a gingerbread train. Talk to me about the gingerbread train.
Oh, yeah. I got this, like, I love getting a gingerbread house. It's like the one holiday Christmas thing I do every year. This year, I was trying to get a gingerbread house from the groceries, but they only had a gingerbread train available, and the kit was, like, surprisingly nice. Usually, I just kind of slather on frosting and just eat this shit, but I saw this kit. It came with, like, 3 different types of frostings with different colors, all these different fucking candies, and I was like, I gotta decorate this. And I made all these little faces on it. I wrote Kill the Rich on one of the train cars. I drew all these little cute little like designs. You know, it wasn't great. I'm not good at arting, but you know, it was pretty good. It did almost all fall apart when I tried to put it together, but it went all right. I was able to get a photo shoot with my plushie. You know, kind of like conducting it. It was a pretty good time.
And so, how can you give me a ballpark of how big this thing was?
Not too big. I could post it in the Discord.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Give me a second. I got the pics. I'll put it in the general.
So, guys, we're curious as to the gingerbread train that is extremely weight-bearing. This is a load, emotionally, spiritually speaking right now for Amelia. This gingerbread train that you're about to see drop in the general channel on the Discord server, this is emotionally load-bearing. Like in a house, a wall can be load-bearing and you can't knock it down. The whole house will collapse. That's what we're looking at in a spiritual, emotional, and mental sense. So I want you to see and imagine the weight and the pressure of 1,000 tragedies all bearing down at one time. And you look at that gingerbread train and you remember, this is the thing keeping that train choo-choo chugging along.
100%. They really, it's almost more like I'm the train and the train is the conductor.
Wow. So you're even dissociated from it. Let me take a look.
Images are on the Discord.
Oh, this is cute.
I tried to do like little, like cute, like emoji faces, like the cow emoji. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. The second image is supposed to be Kasane, Tedo, and Gumi, the Vocaloids. Didn't come out amazing. You know, they're supposed to be those 2 front bits. They're supposed to be like the vents at the front of the train.
Okay.
But they wouldn't attach, so they just kind of put them in front.
Yeah.
There's some nerds on there. Yeah.
I see the nerds. I see the wheels. I see. I
have already ate the whole thing, Zeta.
So yeah, okay,
like
interesting. You gobbled this. You gobbled this whole thing down.
I did feel guilty about eating the wheel. The wheel you can see from the front.
Right. The wheel that you can see from the front. I don't know.
Yeah, here, I took additional photos while I consumed it because it was cute and I felt bad.
Oh, you're a white person. I didn't peg that. Okay.
I've been feeling really, like when I finished the train, I wanted to cry.
That's how you know that this train is powerful.
Yeah.
When it gestures so directly to the weight of 1,000 tragedies. I love that. Yeah, everybody's loving this thing.
It felt like what I imagine the emotional strain of being on your period is, which debatably may or may not happen with hormones. So I've just been wanting to cry. I've been oddly horny. It's been a weird past week.
Horny, wanting to cry. Interesting. Horny, and what kind of horn? Like a nagging horniness, or do you feel like really driven by it?
Primal, carnal. Like cave woman.
Interesting.
insatiable.
Now that's a powerful, especially when the rest of your life is not going good. when that horniness kicks in, that's a genuine, you're experiencing it like coming from some other place almost, right? Because the immediate plane of your life is bad, but then you feel this thrust of horniness enter in a way that's like, where's this coming from?
Sometimes it can make things worse.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's a bit of both. Sometimes you can get fulfillment from it as like sort of like a distraction. Other times it makes the void deeper. You can feel the void deeper.
100%. And I sometimes I tell my patients to do exactly that. I'll be sitting one-on-one with in therapy as a legally licensed therapist, and they'll be like, Leslie, I know sometimes it's like an immediate death in the family. Sometimes it's, I lost my job. Sometimes it's, I saw a body get hit by a truck today, and their body flew through the air, and I think they were dead already when I saw them in the air. And they're like, Leslie, though, I'm horny. What do I do? And I'm like, you could jack off right now if you really wanted to, or get out there and tear up the town. I'll prescribe it. I'll write out a little prescription form and say, like, fuck anything.
Very occasional. Usually what I end up doing is, I, how do I say, channel my horniness online on a variety of alt accounts that there's no need to go into the details of. But occasionally I'm like, damn, maybe I need to just go to go on some hookup app and just have some sex in some old dude's car or something. Maybe that would fix me. Maybe something click.
I mean, one of the most powerfully horny people I've ever met would fuck closeted cops.
Really?
Yeah. And
I feel like there's some
when they were telling me about that, I was like, holy
there.
moly, wow, that's some power.
I feel like there's some ethical dilemmas there. I don't know if cops are really sentient enough to make choices. So I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that.
Well, listen, they're so are you saying that you'd be grooming and raping them?
If I were to attempt to have sexual intercourse with a cop, I think, yeah, I pretty much would be.
Maybe you should tell them that. Maybe that'll...
I don't plan on talking to any cops.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's where your horniness is trying to take you, though. Maybe taking the danger zone.
I don't think I want. You know what I.
You know what, Millie? I'm telling you gotta fuck a cop. That is my prescription for you. That is.
No. Luigi Mangione is so fucking hot. The things I do, man.
Listen, I'm not denying that wouldn't be hot. He's got a great jawline, and he's got that libidinal lust in him. But what I'm saying is that I think there is space. I want you to open up to the idea of fucking somebody that you're disgusted by and you think is so retarded that basically having sex with them would be legally rape. I want you to open yourself up to the idea.
I feel like I've sexted with not cops, but with people who, maybe aren't intelligent enough to legally, to ethically be consenting, which is, I think a decent amount of the male population. And it's usually just not fun. I feel like actual IRL sex would probably be much better than sexting because their sexting skills are so bad. Even if their sex skills are bad, it's hard to be worse than their sexting skills, And I told you this last call. I think any form of sexual intercourse or acts with men is some form of it has the same vibe of bestiality or monster fucking.
Yeah, we barely got into this the other night. Yeah, we barely got into this the other night.
That can be something. I agree. That can be something that can really unleash some carnalness, some primality.
Well, that's the thing. I think being used like a fuck pig can be very erotic. Indeed, I think that's what a lot of people want. and are afraid of that.
Yeah, I think I would be. I think that's like fantasies, but I definitely would be afraid of that in real life because I'm also very sensitive.
Yeah, but that you've got, this is the conflict. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at a very important conflict. On one hand, and these things are diametrically opposed to each other, and how they resolve or not resolve is to be determined. So on one hand, we've got sensitivity, right? I'm hurt, I'm sensitive, I'm fragile, I need someone to take care of me and make me feel comfortable so that I can have sex. Then on the other hand, just going by what we talked about the other night, you want to be torn in half sideways by a fucking tentacled alien with claws and fangs, and I want to be used like a goddamn animal. And these things are this is oil and water. We're there. This is where the next level. This is where it's happening. This is a very exciting moment for me right now. I love this that we got there.
This is fascinating.
Amelia, I'm not going to tell. I'm not. Listen, I'm going to take back my prescription about fucking the closeted cop.
Okay.
But what I am going to say is I'm going to give you another prescription, and quick communal vision from Onion Plug.
Uh-huh.
Having shit or piss fetish is a great example of horniness at its best. Nothing says intimate like disgusting, like digesting a lover's feces.
As someone with a piss fetish, I do agree. Pretty intimate, pretty good stuff.
Well, I'm saying, I think this conflict of horniness is exactly, you see, like I said at the top of our stream tonight, Amelia, the conflicts are right on the surface during this time of year. That's why it is so, it can be so unpleasant for so many. The conflicts are right on the surface for a lot of people here. And for you, I think what we arrived at was this something we talked about the other night, your horniness kicking in a weird time because your life sucks. But I think this nexus, sensitive, take care of me,
connected.
Rip me apart like a fucking like a dead livestock. We've got these are the two wolves in you right now. And I'm not here to resolve this for you. I want to just bring these two to the surface and let you sit with them, okay?
Okay, so you think that perhaps the shittiness of my life is connected to the horniness?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I think you're horny because I think that's like part of is kicking in. Another example of this is like when somebody's life is falling apart and some sort of base rage kicks in and they destroy something. But this is just another form of that.
People hate sex.
What was that?
It's a similar feeling to the one that would fuel hate sex.
Yeah, 100. Yes, there we go. There we go. There we go. But I'm not going to resolve this for you. It's going to stay right. I'm just bringing them to the surface and let this powerful nexus of being sort of inform and fuel you.
This is something I'll think about over the holidays.
Yeah. Listen, your parents are being pieces of shit. You don't know where to go. You're stuck in your fucking room. You made the gingerbread train that almost saved your life, but then you destroyed that too. You're running out of options, but you are carnally sort of extremely horny in a way that is confusing to you. And that, you protect that. That's yours.
Can I present another idea?
What was that?
Can I present another idea?
Yeah, one more. Let's do one more.
What if I still get like an actual gingerbread house in addition to the train I got?
What if you get say that one more time? Say that one more time.
Train, the gingerbread house. Gingerbread house. Get that. And then like the power of that combined with the power of the train I had. Do you think that does it?
What do you mean by does it?
Fixes it?
No.
Alternative to going to fuck 50 men?
No. There's no. There's
fix my life.
Are you kidding? A couple months ago, you were going to check into a homeless shelter in one of the biggest cities in the world. as like an option. And here you are in the same situation. You're telling me if I make a gingerbread house, and what was the other one?
No, I just come with the gingerbread train.
Yeah, no, there's no. No. No, absolutely not.
I was just kidding. This is a good try to throw out there,
No, yeah. Listen, I think that your problems sound a lot bigger than that. I don't think. I think sticking. I keep making the gingerbread houses. Keep being horny. Keep masturbating. Keep cybering with people on this whatever's gonna kick in. But no. Yeah, we can talk about how to fix what's going on next time, but that's a little bit bigger of a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pepper and I'll leave you with this. Pepper and Chini find a little. My Christmas wish for Amelia is that she gets her homeless dream.
I believe that. Thank you, Pepperoncini. And Leslie, you have to accept my friend request on Discord so I can send you my address.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Postcard.
1 second. Let's take care of that. I never look at this.
I pinged you too.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, there we go.
Thanks.
Yep. Okay, no problem. We'll get you that. We'll get you those postcards. We'll get you some postcards. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have a VCR?
A VCR? I don't.
Okay.
Actually, I might.
Well,
I mean, I have one in the house.
Research that and get back to me. Maybe we'll send you a little VHS tape.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, namaste to you, Amelia. Thanks so much for the generous call tonight.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, so on and so forth.
Namaste, and also that as well. Merry Christmas, namaste as well.
Namaste.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Namaste, Amelia. Terrific call. We got a caller lined up right now, but I'm just going to take this moment and sit with you guys and chat. How are we doing? I'm letting the calls go a little long because everybody's a little scaredy cat about calling in tonight. Everybody's a little nervous about calling in tonight. Sheen's not afraid. Booty Wow, good question. How am I, Leslie? How are you, Leslie? How am I? I am Leslie. How am I? Doing okay. Doing pretty good. Like I said, I went to Target earlier to get eggs and milk and some bacon. And yeah, absolute worst day of the year to do that. Ass day of the year to do that. Really not good. And that's why I loved being there at the time. 100% overwhelming, terrible vibes, a million people, parking lot full. Cars competing over parking spots to get into a Target. Fram Weard, you stupid bitch of a man. Interesting. Can you expound on that, Fram? Why am I a stupid bitch of a man? I'm open to the possibility, but go ahead. Go ahead, Fram. I'd love to hear you. I'm not somebody who minds parking in the back, though, to be honest. I'll park in the back. I don't care about parking in the back. I'll park in the back all day. Yeah, they used to have the Target. They used to have the popcorn, and they used to have the ices up front, right? No longer. Now there's a Starbucks. Oh, that's so funny. Fram calls me a bitch, and then Fram can't even articulate why I'm a bitch. He's like, "Yo, yeah, next time I call in." When was the last time you called in? When was the last time you called in? Talking a lot of shit. Let's go ahead and bring in our next caller. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Hello, hello, hello. Greetings. Here be feelings, thoughts, and disassociated notations. A personal insight of incoherent joys that befriends isolation. Hello.
Namaste. Go ahead and introduce yourself to chat. I know who this is.
Yes, relax, sit back and pay the taxes. I am Reverend at All Costs Money, and I have strong opinions on finances. How are we all doing this evening?
Doing great. Good to hear from you, Reverend at All Costs Money, as always. Tonight we are getting into the storm is coming, right? We are on the precipice of the next couple days, Christmas time. Talk to me. How you feeling right now? Can you speak up a little bit? Also, you're very soft.
Is this a little better? Hello, hello?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Hi. How about now?
It's better than it was, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, namaste. I feel like a storm is coming, sir. A storm is definitely on the way. Several. And it's going to be a giant technocracy taking over.
What? Say again?
I said a technocracy is on the way. A technocracy is taking over.
Technocracy is taking over. What's a technocracy? For those of us that are maybe a little confused as to exactly what you mean by that word, go ahead and put some meat on the bones.
Sure. A technocracy is generally a technology-driven society, but it's only going to be owned by a very, very few people. They're going to have just all the wealth, all the technology, and they're going to start putting it in everything. You're not going to be able to walk down the street without an advertisement popping up in a window like they did in that movie with the psychics in the pool. Except there's not going to be psychics. It's all just going to be giant LLMs in various forms of AI tracking everything we do.
And so this is on your mind as of late, this technocracy, this takeover of the mind. Are you feeling positive about this or negative?
I'm not really for it, but you're not going to be able to buy hardware anymore. You're only going to be able to rent services. You're not going to be able to own the things that you purchased. It's all going to become subscription-based. There's not going to be a damn thing you can do about it. A storm is coming. A shitstorm. It's not good.
Now, how are you preparing for this, or is there a way to prepare other than just kind of open your cheeks up and prepare?
I'm trying to go as offline as possible for anything that I enjoy doing, whether it be reading or creative art type stuff, or even just listening to an audiobook. I am data hoarding, so I can do it all offline.
Okay, interesting. Seventh Dragon Ball says, and this guy's like a Seventh Dragon Ball. Would you go as far as to say that you've got some prepper instincts? Seventh Dragon Ball.
Yes and no. Like, I don't think we're going to come to extinction. I'm just tired of bleeding finances when I don't necessarily have to. I'd rather just buy something and then have access to it whenever I want, and not at the whims of somebody else's. Like, oh no, I'm not getting money up from it, so you can't have it anymore.
Well, that's yeah, 100%. That game is as a tale as old as time, and a lot of us rightfully we feel sort of disgusted by that. At the same time, really sets the stage for a stark line between winners and losers, doesn't it?
It sure does. And you know what they say about losers?
What do they say?
You're a loser.
What do they say?
You're a loser.
100% losers
they say
are losers.
You are a loser.
Yeah. Seven Dragon Ball says has some insight, no way to prepare, drop everything, head to high ground. So this high ground is kind of the debate right now as far as technocracy is concerned, right? We've got revenue at all cost money saying I'm data hoarding, I'm going offline as possible. That's a form of heading to higher ground, right? Real quick affirmation for fellows. It's true. There are winners and there are losers. And odds are, if you're watching this, you are not a winner. And that was for Bit Wars. Namaste, Bit Wars. Brother Bit Wars. Blessings and namaste to you.
That was a good one. I feel like I felt that one profoundly. Well done.
I felt like
Thank
a good
you.
one. I feel like that was a better one than most lately.
Life-changing.
Yeah.
That was inspiring. Or inspired, however you would like to look at it. Well done.
High ground is a metaphor. There's really nowhere you can go in the U.S. Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. High ground is a metaphor. There's no every square inch is being bought up, and it's not looking good. If you're watching this, it is not looking good. Namaste to you.
It is not looking good. A storm is coming. You can't even own property anymore. They just want you to lease and rent.
What was that? Say that one more time.
You can't even really own property anymore. They want you to alter lease and rent. If you look at the housing market right now, who owns most of it? Hedge funds, banks, not people. They want you to rent.
You ever see It's a Wonderful Life?
I have.
A little story about everybody sticking it to Old Man Potter by having a cheap, shitty little bank with their handfuls of money.
Yeah.
Every single member of that bank is wealthier than the vast majority of anybody watching this program. That old lady walking out of the bank with $21 to buy groceries when there was a run on the bank that one time. That $21 is today worth $800,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a house that was servants. That was her property was nice. Didn't she have the feather handbag?
Yeah, something. I think she had didn't she have a little thing? Yeah.
Her parasol. Yeah.
Seventh Dragon Ball. 5 community subs from brother Seventh Dragon Ball. Namaste, Seventh. Good to see you. Blessings to you. And it's great to feel that energy of knowing that a program like this is so important and so crucial to the coming months and years as we continue to decline, continue to decay, have less and less power month in, month out. And how do we leverage that? How do we what program out there will look you in the eye and tell you, if you're watching this, if you're doing this program, you are a loser. You are not winning. How many programs have the bravery to do that? And how many programs have the mental wherewithal to leverage that reality, to access the true power coursing through your veins? No, not by winning. Ladies and gentlemen, if your success is based on winning, I've got some bad news for you. It's not going to work out.
At least not for you, specifically.
Not for you. You're going to get, listen, if you're wondering if you're the Jenny or the Forrest, you're the Forrest. Jenny is BlackRock. I mean, Jenny groomed Forrest Gump is what I'm trying to get to. Jenny groomed Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was a mentally retarded man. All right, let's be real. Let's put all the cards on the table. Forrest Gump, one of the most cherished characters in U.S. film, in the history of U.S. film, was a mentally retarded man, period, with AIDS. Mentally retarded man with AIDS. So the moment Jenny showed him her titties, that's probably legal in most blue states. Illegal in most blue states. Then it becomes, unless it's like super progressive, maybe like a Vermont, where it's like, oh no,
or Utah.
Or like maybe in one of those states it'd be Utah. What about Utah?
Utah is where all the Mormons are. They don't really have laws on stuff like that. You can marry like 6 people at once, I think.
But what about like the mentally challenged? Do they have laws on the book?
No idea. I have no idea. I'd imagine not. The one time I was on Greyhound through Utah, we had to pull over at the very next town that had a hospital because there's a person on the bus who smelled like rotten vomit, and she was holding what everybody thought was a small child that hadn't been changed. Turns out that it was just a doll, and the woman was extremely mentally disturbed.
That's what's up.
And
that's good. I probably worked with her.
City, what is that? One of the cities in Utah. I can't remember. It's not the big one with the temple, but another smaller one. But you would recognize the name if I could remember it. Had kicked her out of town and bought her a Greyhound bus because they just didn't want to deal with her anymore, and so they shuffled her on down the street.
Nice, perfect. I love that. Now that's a healthy. Now that compared to the community we've got on our hands right now, that's a healthy community. Make retards and the ill scary again. Make the mentally ill scary again. Make the disabled scary again. Make the homosexuals scary again.
So bad. But as far as a storm is coming, if you have the ability, if you see some good deals on Facebook right now, or eBay, or Craigslist, or wherever it is you happen to shop, you see some good deals on some small form factor PCs, some Raspberry Pis, even old laptops. I highly, highly recommend picking them up right now and just holding on to them. This is financial advice, by the way.
That you want. So you're saying that you're okay. So final advice. You're saying pick up old computers. Why are we doing that? What's going on?
Because they're all perfectly good. Run Linux fine, are great for gaming, and you could easily set up LAN parties with them and bring back LAN parties and play some of the older games. No problem with the newer generations, without having to subscribe to any type of Game Pass or service. Plus, you can use your old Steam libraries or your dad's Steam libraries, your friends' Steam libraries. You can just, again, do a whole lot of like communal gaming without having to spend $80 a month or $30 a month or whatever.
Okay, well, and is that your final little bit of insight as the technocracy sort of takes further control of all of our minds?
Yeah, a little bit. I would highly recommend just trying to build your own little cluster of just a way to keep information that you want at hand, plus being able to have entertainment, because when things go to hell and you're no longer able to entertain yourself, well, good luck.
Man, I love okay, beautiful. Well, listen, let's leave it right there, Reverend. I can't thank you enough for the generosity of your insight and just your vulnerability of tonight's call. Thank you so much for spending so much time with us tonight.
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste, Reverend at all cost money. Namaste to you. Beautiful, beautiful call. Also, guys, listen, that is a very real thing, all that technocracy stuff. Obviously, a lot of us are aware of this. And I also just want to point out one thing. Seventh Dragon Ball pointing out a very basic reality. There's nothing to do about it. Then we've got, because we've got everybody else saying invest in computers, invest in Raspberry Pis. Framweard had the idea of invest in one-piece trading cards. We have been rated by Christ United Mission. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Welcome on in. It is so good to have you guys with us. Blessings and namaste. Guys, tonight we are really getting down to business. We are on the precipice. Do you guys have a nice Christmas stream over there? You guys are probably having a really terrific time, I'll bet. Really terrific time. Really important time for the community over at Christ United Mission. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Welcome on in. How was the stream? Talk to me. How was the stream over there? How was the stream? What was that? What did that energy end like? I'd love to know. I'd love to know what kind of energy that I've just been infused with over here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner as we explore the storm coming. There's a coming storm, and we're on the precipice of one stage of the storm. We're about to enter the next couple days. Christmas is going to be really rough for a lot of us, but this is a beautiful and fertile time to access the power of the mind and spirit. And that's exactly what we plan to do. Namaste. Worst stream ever. We are all gay here. Welcome. Namaste. Praise the Cum Church. Namaste. Crappy as usual, says Mr. Bob Dabalina. Namaste. So it sounds like the stream went like shit. Didn't go good. Not a good one. I appreciate you guys being so honest. Instead of, oh, it was so good. Oh, I hate that stuff, and I'm very heartened by the fact that you feel you can be honest with me. So I genuinely thank you for that. Namaste to you. Okay, so guys, we have a caller on the line. It was disgusting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we've got a very special guest, a regular here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, taking a little bit of a break on the Discord side of things, but I'll be danged if we haven't had a call every single night from this little Southern Belle. Let's go ahead and bring her on the program. Caller, welcome to Explorations. Welcome on in, Alien Deep Dish and Professor Pixelbits. Namaste to you. Welcome on to the program. Well, caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Hey there, Guru. You can call me Michaela.
We got Michaela back on the program tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As we explore, a storm is coming. We've got Michaela from the South Texan Belle. How you doing tonight, Michaela?
Oh, I'm just peachy keen. How are you doing, Guru?
Oh, I'm on cloud nine. I'm having a fantastic night with the community, exploring, some tough topics, but some fertile ground by which to really unlock and unleash the power within.
Oh, wow, that's so cool, Guru. I just want to say real quick, that last call, boy, it was like stepping in horse apples to me. I just hated it.
Interesting. So Michaela hated the call. That, let's be specific, with Reverend at all cost money. Michaela, you hated it. Why'd you hate it?
I just couldn't follow it. It was a lot of jabberjawing about computers and, well, hell, I just found it too complex for my taste.
Right. So you just couldn't really wrap your brain around it, I hear.
Yeah, it was a lot of sounded like a lot of highfalutin ideas. There's a lot of talk about like having information and entertainment at your fingertips and owning your computer and the cloud and all that jabberjaw. And I was just like, give me a snooze button so I can wake up when it's my turn to talk.
Yeah, 100%. And you love that. You love talking. And really sharing your heart and mind, and that feeling of expression is important to you, isn't it, Michaela?
Oh, I must express myself, and I must tell people about things that are going on in my life. And if people are talking about something else, I like to be able to kind of turn the conversation back to the thing that I'm thinking about and caring about in my day-to-day life.
And your feelings get hurt when you're not able to have that effect on the people around you, huh?
Right, yeah. If people aren't immediately interested in the thing I'm talking about and want to continue having a conversation about the things they're interested in about, I take offense to that. And that's my right. I'm a proud Christian woman. People should be interested in hearing what I have to say.
I see what's going on. And where do you think these feelings come from? These feelings of why is nobody listening to me?
Well, I think, one, people are jealous haters. There's a good bit of that. 2, I'm just insecure about being validated as a person, because really I'm looking for love and the touch of another human being, and I'm lacking it in my life. So I'm just kind of striking out in whatever way I can to kind of get that validation as me being like an adult human being that's worth love.
You know, and I think that's exactly why I hold you in such a high esteem here at Explorations. This sort of nagging hole inside of you that drives you, that fuels your emotions, that it wakes you up at night and doesn't let you go to sleep when it's time to go to sleep. This is very powerful. This hole inside of you, this lack inside of you.
Absolutely. Oh, it is a bottomless well, to be honest with you, Guru. It's just, I could keep filling it with something forever, and it will never even come close to filling up. That stuff just keeps dropping in, and it's just an empty black hole that it's fallen into.
Well, that's the thing.
But I'm using it. Go ahead.
That hole, sweetheart, let me tell you this. That hole inside of you, I got a secret for you. Everybody's got the hole inside of them. It's just that the way you were raised somehow puts you more in touch with it. Duncan did it. What makes you horny during Christmas, Michaela? It's the show topic, not me being a pervert. That's from Duncan Did It.
Well, Duncan, I would need to be tipsy to be able to answer a question like that. Yeah.
What kind of qualities do you look for in a man, though? Let's start there.
Christian, young, white, able to take care of me, slightly woke, but not too woke, but also knows how to read my boundaries and what I'm looking for, not crossing the line, and also a white Christian living in Texas with big muscles and a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat. Now that's a fun little sprinkle on the top of the sundae. Oh, cowboy hat.
Oh, it's mandatory here. You know, if you're not wearing a cowboy hat in Texas, people got me wondering what you about, you know?
I guess we'll see you at the real quick affirmation for fellas. Listen, if all else fails, go to the trunk of your car, and before you resort to any sort of mass violence, put on the cowboy hat. Take that for a spin. And that's just for fellas across the board. Namaste to Fall and Snack 0.
Yeah.
So, it's worth a try. If you're fellas everywhere, if you're considering mass violence, I'm talking about, mass shootings, stabbings. If you're in the UK and you guys have to do knives for some reason, I don't really understand that. It's just kind of hilarious to me. But if you're looking towards that, what I'm telling you is go down to the South and get yourself a Stetson. And give that a try first. Okay, well, Michaela, it's really great to have you back on the program. Today we're exploring a storm is coming. So, Michaela, when I say those words to you, what does that conjure up in your mind and in your heart? Tell me about it.
Well, before I answer that, Guru, I do want to talk a little more about what's going on in my life right now at this moment before I talk about the topic and what you're trying to do.
Sure, go. Well, a real quick note from 7th Dragon Ball before we get into the thing that you wanted to talk about that's not yet the theme. So, to preempt yours, 7th Dragon Ball says, if you are considering mass violence, to reach out to the FBI. They're great at helping with that sort of thing. So they do have pretty much a program for like a jumpstart program. If you're looking to do some sort of mass terrorism, you don't even have to have heard of any of the groups that they're going to tell you about. They've got a workbook, a binder they'll send you in the mail, and after a year, if you do well, they will send you some like kind of fake plastic explosives and some really rudimentary devices to ignite the explosives. But either way, just check it out. I'll try to drop a link in the Discord server for that, because they do really have a great program for that right now. A lot of people are wondering what to do in this economy. The FBI will get you started on some sort of year-long grooming process to get you on a terrorist terrorist something or another. Okay, Michaela, go ahead, kick it off. What is going on in your life?
Sorry, nothing you said that wasn't about me, right?
No, not yet. I said a bunch of unless you wanted. Were you thinking about joining a I don't know, like a little bit woke white terrorist group?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. That sounds like some heady stuff for just a little old country girl like me.
Okay. So if somebody said, do you lack purpose in life? Are you really angry about how you're treated in society? What would you say?
I'd say I'm going to keep praying to God.
And if someone said, there's a list of people out there who have made your life as terrible as it is, and I have a way for you to get back at them, what would you say?
I'd say it's not my place to judge. I leave that for the Lord up in His seat in heaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen. Sounds good. Well, listen. I'm ready to hear whatever it is that you had lined up, Michaela. Do you have that in mind still?
Yeah. Well, I as you may know, as you are the guru of the program, I've called in and done 4 brand new stand-up sets on the air.
Oh, I know. I know. I remember.
And people love them, and I just want to say, I don't have a new one tonight, actually. I don't have a brand new set. But because I've been practicing these sets, I'm actually opening for Matt Rife.
Get the heck out of town. Michaela is opening up for rising superstar in comedy, Matt Rife. Yes, the guy with he's got abs, right? He's got abs.
He's got a defined chin. He's got abs. He's young. He's got a really funny joke about the only thing you're going to cancel is your gym membership when it comes to him, because he's not getting canceled by some blue-haired liberals.
Oh my God, that is
there, Guru.
Yeah, now we're talking. Now I understand that kind of comedy. Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to say, I am because of the program, I'm becoming successful, and I'm using that bottomless hole to open up for one of the biggest, most successful stand-up comedians. Notice I didn't say funny, but successful stand-up comedians out there right now.
Well, talk to me. So you've got your what kind of, can you give us a little taste of the set that's coming up? Is that okay? I mean, I know you're probably really going over your set, your material with a fine-tooth comb, getting the verbiage and the timing of everything right. Is that what you're doing? I don't even know what comedians do to prepare.
I'm working on a brand new set, 30-minute set, all about being spicy white. And I think it's going to be what gets me onto Netflix. But I don't have anything for you right now. You're just going to have to wait, Guru.
Oh, what a tease, Michaela!
I know. I got to make it hard for y'all. But I just really wanted to take a moment, and I really wanted to talk about the topic. What was the topic about? What's the topic? I wanted to make sure I was on topic tonight.
Yeah, you've not been anywhere near the topic, Michaela. Not even close.
I want to talk about the topic. All right, Michaela wants to talk about the topic, so let's talk about the topic. What's the topic?
The topic is a storm is coming.
And what does that mean? What does that crazy little sentence mean?
Michaela, it means that it means exactly that. Well, when I say those words to you, Michaela, what comes to mind? What is conjured in your mind's eye when I say those words? A storm is coming, Michaela. Talk to me.
Well, I think about me just being out on the plains of Texas, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just sitting on a fence post praying to God that He will bring me a strong, white Christian man. And I just see the clouds roll over, and it starts to rain, and the cows are getting all wet, and the jackalopes are going and hiding in their holes, and it's just like a Texas dream. Yeehaw!
Okay, well, Michaela, thanks for joining us tonight. Great to talk to you.
That's what it was about?
Yep, that was it. You did You did such a good job.
All right. Well, wow. I guess you said I did a great job. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm doing so great tonight.
Yep, you did a perfect job. You were the best one tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, any little passing little final statements to our chat tonight before we move on?
I'm planning on doing a Bible study. We're going to be watching the Rapture movie and God's Not Dead in the Discord, but you're not allowed to make jokes about it, and you can only be sincere and actually give up your life to Christ if you want to participate.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that it'll be very well attended, and I can't wait to hear about it afterward.
All right, Guru. I'm going to go practice my set. Okay?
All right. Good luck. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Or break a leg, I should say.
Oh, because I'm a nurse, because I'd patch it up.
Oh my God, that's right. That's right. You're such a funny comedic mind, Michaela.
Oh, thank you, Guru. Thank you. All right, bye-bye, y'all.
Okay, namaste.
Merry Christmas. Remember Christ and Christmas. Yeehaw.
Yep, namaste. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Michaela. We got a caller lined up. Fallen Snake Zero. Let's get it. Hey, ladies, listen. The cranberries are the juiciest little fruit. Go ahead, pop in a couple of those this holiday season. You're welcome, women. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you today?
Nigel.
Nigel, brother Nigel. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, you old son of a bitch. Hey.
You old son of a bitch. It's great to listen, Nigel. You've been very patient on hold. Nigel's been waiting for 32 minutes. 32 minutes on hold. And I want to thank you for your patience. And I want to just tell you I'm excited to talk to you because not only am I going to be talking to you, but I'm going to be opening some mail from you a little bit later on in the stream.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It's true, 30. I almost hung up about 10 minutes ago, but, something about Michaela's call, it brought a smile to my face. So
Namaste.
Namaste. Have you been, Mr. Tanner?
I'm doing. I'm having a great time. I'm having an enthused time. I love the very fertile soil of this time of year. I think this can be really, can be a very difficult or pleasant time for anybody, but it is rife with potential to unlock and unleash the power within, and that I genuinely, sincerely mean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No, Nigel.
The Yuletime spirit.
Exactly, Nigel. Though, listen, I know you've been waiting to get on this program and talk, say your piece, and listen. You don't call on that. You don't call with nothing to talk about. Usually, you usually got something. You got one in the chamber, as they say. So talk to me, Nigel. What's going on? What are you thinking about tonight's theme? The storm is coming.
I got a few in the chamber. I had 32 minutes to think about this. I don't watch the cinema or television, the radio, that often, but I believe that there was a movie about a solar catastrophe, perhaps about a polar shift. Are you familiar with that?
A polar shift, like a magnetic polar shift. Real quick, communal vision from Fram Weard. Fram has a vision. Hey, Nigel, long time no call. I had two questions I've been dying to ask you. One, do you prefer the term Israel Defense Force or Israel Occupation Force? Two, thoughts on the veracity of mainstream Holocaust history.
Ooh.
Let's just take them one at a time. One at a time if you want to address them.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Or we can. Or it's up to you. Do you want to address them? It's up to you. You're in the seat right now.
Okay. I don't want to name any names or specifics, but I do believe what we are, and this isn't anything recent either, but I believe what we're living in an occupied state, and what we're the illusion of freedom and sovereignty is just an illusion. But I'm sure a lot of our callers, everyone already knows or has an idea about that.
We were discussing something along these lines just earlier in the evening. We were discussing a technocracy.
Oh yes, I heard about that. Yes, and I something. What I wanted to talk about, Bram, I'm going to have to get back to the second part of the question.
Yeah.
That's generally that's a big no-no to discuss anything other than what the mainstream media, the official narrative.
You're telling me.
So, anyhow, so the polar shift, it's been going on for a while, and it's speeding up year after year. In fact, they just had to update the model. So there's a difference between the magnetic north and true north, North Pole, South Pole, and where they actually are located on the maps. And they've been shifting, and it's been mapped since I believe the late 1800s, if I remember correctly. Have you been following this, Leslie?
Only loosely. Keep going.
So anyhow, as this is something that happens throughout the course of history, but our magnetosphere it weakens over time due to the sun, and this happens to all planets. So that the sun goes through phases, and we're all connected to the sun. And each planet, so Earth is like a capacitor, and from the sun we get our energy, and it's stored, and it charges, through regular expulsions of CMEs, coronal mass ejections. We get energy from the sun, and it's stored, and it's like a capacitor, and over time it strengthens the magnetosphere. Well, due to a drop of solar activity, our magnetosphere has been weakening, and so our magnetic poles, they're no longer as strong as what they used to be. So instead of straight up and down, north south, you have like you can picture the magnetic rings around Earth. It's kind of like a donut. So it opens up at the north and south poles and wraps around. It's like a donut of
I'm following.
And so as the poles, they weaken over time, and they start to fall out of place. And it's theorized that where they've met before, the navel of the Earth is in Sumatra, which is in Indonesia. And it's theorized that this is where they're headed to now. And as this has happened previously in history, but as this happens, you could imagine how it would throw off the climate. It could potentially throw Earth off its axis. And this is where things like control come into play. Because, if you're going to have a major catastrophe like this, you need to come up with a boogeyman, like things like man-made climate change. And we're going to have to see, and that's the thing about control, that the elites, the control they have is an illusion. They really don't have the control. It's us who have it, and that ties into that technocracy, totalitarianism through technology. I believe that's what the previous call.
Real quick affirmation for these.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, there is a really terrific deal on vegan creamer. The sweet cream creamer is on sale at Target. One more. It's a 2-for-1. 2-for-1 for these. One moment. Real quick affirmation for these. If tomorrow is a stepping stool of your destiny, then it's not looking good. Okay. Continue. I'm following. I am riveted. I love your presentation style. Continue. I want to hear. I want to hear where this goes.
Okay. So, this apparently this coming catastrophe. With the people who apparently control the world, they're going to have to do something with the population. If starts going to shit, people are gonna start panicking, or and this. So anyway, they've been big on different eugenics programs and population control. COVID being the most recent, and that old saying, the cure is worse than the disease, and the whole quote, the vaccination that they gave everyone, and now everyone's getting all these health myocarditis and sudden, what's it called, sudden death, he just suddenly died, like teenagers dropping dead, all this weird shit that you never heard before. They're trying to pass it off like, oh, it's just normal. It's the new normal. And yeah, oh my God, the level of propaganda that we're living in nowadays, it's straight out of 1984. And there's so many people just going right along with it. The useful idiots, as they refer to them. Anyhow, so this was apparently this was found out by the CIA back in the 60s through nanotech type.
Pepperoncini with a quick communal vision. I read about this in the Talmudic doctrine files that were discovered in the synagogue tunnels in NYC.
Oh my.
Real quick communal vision from Framweard. Hey Nigel, great call so far, but can we course correct back to whether or not the mainstream account of the Holocaust is correct or not?
I would say no, but my opinion does not reflect that of the Leslie Tanner show or.
Namaste. What a perfect time to have been rated by Plump Rum Stump. We're just getting into the Holocaust, guys. Namaste to Plump Rum Stump and the Raiders. Blessings and namaste. It is so good to have you all here. Plumpy, you son of a bitch. It is great to see you. ECU, EB with you. Namaste to Plump Rum Stump. You've been here for years, brother. You've been here for years. It is so good to see you. A tip of the hat to you as well. Namaste. How was the stream over there, Plump? How was the stream? Talk to me right now. How was Merry Christmas to you, brother? Blessings. Yeah, we're getting really into the thick of it tonight. Tonight we're exploring a storm is coming. That storm taking many different shapes for many different people, reaching a screeching peak during the holiday season. And for this caller, we're talking. We got into the vaccine. He's trying to avoid the Holocaust. Somebody's trying to bait him and is talking about the Holocaust. He's not taking the bait. And I, as much as I wish he would just clamp down on the debate, on the bait itself, but it's you know how things work on Twitch. Plum, you know how things work on Twitch, right? You know how Arc Raiders is a fun game. Arc Raiders is a fun game. Namaste. Now, but you know how it goes on Twitch, right? You gotta toe the line a little bit, right? Because they will snatch your ass right quick.
Yes, sir.
You know, you might think that, oh yeah, I'm best friends with HQ, which I know some people in the HQ of Twitch are huge fans of the program here. Huge fans of the program here, but listen, you got to toe the line. And that's why someday we're gonna, you know, someday, Nigel, we're gonna independently host this stream and we can just get into the Holocaust all night and day. We'll have a Holocaust. We'll just have a night. We'll have a night we'll have a night every week that we spend on the Holocaust.
I would love that, Leslie. And we just get everything out on the table, because that's what our forefathers would have wanted. I mean, think about it. If the Athenians never sat down and fucking talked about all the taboo shit that it was too taboo to talk about, nobody would have ever gotten past their issues, and we would have never evolved. You know, it's important to talk about everything and anything.
You know, that's funny. That's kind of a funny idea, though. The ADL time traveling to like shut Socrates the fuck up.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. That's where, you know, that's sort of like a sketch comedy that you watch in your bunker, and that can be really fun too. Like a sketch comedy program specifically written for guys to watch in their bunker underground. And I think there's a lot of meat on those bones. I think you could get maybe a handful of writers on that. Well, listen, Nigel, this has been a terrific call. This has been a fantastic call.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine, Mr. Tanner.
And I know we got kind of like halfway through. We got halfway through your point. Did you want to wrap that up with that thread that you were on? Did you want to put a little bow on that for us before we move on tonight?
Yeah. It's a big story. That there's a lot of ins and outs, and so apparently the CIA found nanotectites on Earth, and also, if you believe they went to the moon, apparently they found some on the moon too. But apparently the sun nova is just like every other sun. Some people call it a micronova, but every couple of hundreds, thousands of years, it sheds off its exoskeleton and sends these nano glass beads and all types of water, every element known to man throughout the solar system. Every star does this, and it comes back to life after it does. Anyway, that's apparently set your clocks. It's 2047 is apparently the end of the world, when the new beginning, when the magnetic poles will fully be done with a reversal, and the sun will explode. But we'll probably all be poisoned and long dead by Terminators and AI long before any of that happens. So put a bow on it. Always a pleasure talking with you, Leslie.
Nigel, truly a pleasure. I love your calls, and I love that you had some space tonight to kind of really let kind of spread your wings out.
One more thing, friend. Thank you, Tanner. Before there was PETA, the protection and cruelty of, or maybe I said it wrong, the people who care about animals.
Right, yeah.
The first person to ever establish an organization like that was Adolf Hitler. Believe it or not. Look it up.
Makes you think about a lot.
All right. Now, I'm not a Hitler sympathizer, and I do not represent the thoughts of Leslie Tanner. and benefit the collective community. Namaste. I love you all, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah.
Namaste to you. Happy
Namaste.
Hanukkah holidays, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever. One of the other weird ones or whatever. No, I don't know if gay people have one, but Merry Gay Christmas. Actually, I've been a part of some gay Christmases, and they just it's a bummer. It's sad because they often don't have families to go to, and they just kind of do a little. They get a crock pot of Italian beef going or something. I still don't understand what they do, but it's not. The vibes aren't that good. But okay, either way, Nigel, you've been very generous, and I want to thank you for everything tonight. Namaste to you.
Bless your soul, Mr. Tanner.
Bless your soul.
Bless us.
Bless your soul, Nigel.
Time.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, great speaking of Nigel. Great speaking of Nigel, huh? He said he didn't sympathize with Hitler. He listen, everybody, that was a strong call. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you put a lot of pressure on yourselves when you call up this program. You're like, oh, this better be really interesting. It better be really good. Oh, it got to be funny. Oh, it's got to be blah, 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 blah. That guy, listen, I thought one of the reasons I loved the call is because he kept that tone flat and he stuttered, but he was saying some very compelling, interesting thoughts with us. Powerful stuff, unorthodox thought. That's the stuff. That's the stuff of a mind who has broken free from the matrix, so to speak. One of the greatest films, the greatest film that's ever been made. Namaste. So we'd have a caller on the line. Caller, sit tight. I gotta take a quick little pee break, caller. Hopefully you'll be there when I get back. I'm really looking forward to our call. I know who it is. You sit tight, guys. It's gonna knock your socks off. You're gonna be very excited to hear this next caller. Who do you think it's gonna be? By the way, I'd love to see some predictions. But ladies and gentlemen, I gotta take a piss. Blessings and namaste to you. We'll be back with the second half of the program tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. A storm is coming. Namaste to you. Blessings. I'll be right back in just a moment.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such
relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com. Where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. I have a dear friend who disappeared recently. Amber. She was a small, feminine lesbian. And she used to be obsessed with a short, trim lawn. There were so many reasons, she would tell me, that one should keep it as preened and pretty as possible. Looking back, she enjoyed the performance of it. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, reaching into darkness. Or the skeptic's gamble. Exclusive archival prints, such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, explorers. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, that was a couple words about a very special community within our community here, the community of devoted light. Now, this community is very special. This community is very special. This community has sort of availed itself to a growing library of exclusive materials, podcasts of devoted light, music downloads, monthly postcard. You show me one other stream on this website or personal powered program on the market that does what Explorations does. I go do photo shoots for you cows. Namaste. Namaste. Welcome on in, guys. It's good to have you. We got a caller waiting very patiently. I already see somebody that they're going to terminate the next caller. So let's go ahead and bring them on, right? Let's bring them on. And let's see if somebody actually has the balls to do it. Peppercorn Patty, let's see if you actually got a cock and a balls underneath that skirt of yours. Let's go ahead and bring on our next caller and see if you got it. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
It's me there, Guru. It's Wiki.
Wiki Wiva. How about that, Peppercorn? What you gonna do? Namaste.
Happy holidays, Peppercorn.
Namaste to you, Wiki. It's great to hear from you. How you doing tonight, brother?
Oh, man, I'm having a really good time. But this show is kind of bringing me down. You know, it's kind of weird that way.
No. Speak on that a little bit. It's weird that way. You know, opposite. Namaste. Peppercorn did it. I love you, Wiki. Merry Christmas, bitch. Wiki has been terminated. Now, to be clear, not just terminated by Peppercorn Patty, was on hold for over 20 minutes. Wiki Wiva was on hold for over 20 minutes and spoke for about 30 seconds. Peppercorn Patty, you ruthless bitch. She did it, though, huh? She did it. Can we get some namastes in the chat right now for Peppercorn Patty? She said she'd do it, and she did it. Namaste, Peppercorn. Exactly. You said you did it, and then you ended up following through. And we respect that. We respect that here. Namaste. 773-974-9585. Dr. Pepper, cream Dr. Pepper and cream soda, 0 sugar. Lovely. Lovely stuff. (773-974-9585) guys, and I just put up a podcast. Anybody get it? Anyone in my community of Devoted Light get a chance to listen to the podcast that I posted today? I just posted a podcast of Devoted Light today. We discussed certain things. The title is it was a solo episode. The comedic tragedy or tragic comedy of decay. Peppercorn Patty, I've been drinking dirty soda with Irish cream, and it's my new life hack. No, Peppercorn Patty, guys, if you're looking for some guidance, Peppercorn Patty is on it. That shit is delicious. Dirty sodies. JP McNabb, good to see you over at YouTube, by the way. Namaste. Good to see you, JP McNabb. Dirty soda is soda with creamer in it. Like, if you pour, like, pop into a glass and you put creamer in it, like it's coffee. It is so good. It is a slutty little drink. Namaste. Let's see him. Like a soda float. Holy moly! We have been raided, ladies and gentlemen. Raided by Clint Does Improv. Namaste, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Please get comfortable. We are just getting down to some second half of the program business. Namaste to you guys. We're exploring a storm is coming tonight. We stand on the precipice of a storm that goes by different Peppercorn Patty gift. Holy moly. Peppercorn Patty gifted 10 community subs. Namaste. Clint, how was the stream, by the way? Brother Clint, please speak to me about the quality of the stream and the energy we have been infused with. Namaste to Peppercorn Patty, gifting out 10 community subs. Sweetheart, that is generous beyond generosity. I can't thank you enough for that support during this time of year. Namaste. Namaste to you. Peppercorn Patty, sweetheart, I can't thank you enough. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's go ahead. We are kicking off a you-know-what. We are kicking off a you-know-what. Guys, buckle up. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Let's go ahead and bring in our next caller as we begin. All aboard, everybody. All aboard to the Jazz Express. Gelgoo Guy, you have joined us at the beginning of the Jazz Express. How are you doing tonight, brother? How do you feel about this?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. I'm good that I'm happy you're getting some support. I imagine I won't be on long before somebody terminates me. But, you know,
with that kind of confidence? What are you talking about? Gelgoo Guy, I love your calls. I love your calls. I love your
Man,
presence.
I figured out how to like monetize the autistic hatred towards me, which benefits the program. So it's a win-win either way.
Namaste. Autistic hatred towards you. Now, Galgoo guy, real quick, we have been hit by. We've been 5 community. Duncan's going absolutely ape shit in the chat right now. 5 community subs and then 1,200 bits. 5 community subs and 1,200 bits. Now, Duncan, you tell me right now. Do you mean to terminate Galgoo guy? And let me hit you with the question, Galgoo guy. When you describe the hatred towards you as autistic, do you mean that hatred inspired by your autism, or that they are autistic the way they hate you?
I would probably venture towards the latter,
Wait, say that one more time?
I would venture to say it's the latter, not the former.
They're autistic, so your autism is not part of their hatred. You venture a guess.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Yeah, Duncan said night-night. Duncan said night-night. Namaste. Kit Kat, this is an electronic wind instrument. Namaste to you. Iwi. Akai Iwi USB. Namaste to you. If anybody's interested in any of the setup stuff that is involved in producing this stream, please visit the About section of the Twitch of my Twitch page. The About section has a credits. It gives a hardware and software breakdown, as well as the people. Whenever somebody chimes in with a little bit of a collaboration. Namaste, everybody. So, guys, what time is it? 11:25. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's call it. 2 termies in a row. 2 absolutely ruthless bitches stepping up to the plate and putting our final 2 callers of the night in the ground. Ruthless stuff. Storm is coming. Where's the storm coming from? That's a question I didn't hear tonight. Leslie, I get the stuff about the storm coming. Where's the storm coming from? Nobody wants this. Nobody wants all that. Nobody wants all that bullshit. And I know that. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand the eyes looking at me thinking, you know, I get messages from some of you during the, you know, after the Jazz Expresses. They say, you know, I enjoyed the program. I get a lot from it. I'm entertained even at times, but this jazz bullshit is not for me, and it's not for anybody that I know. I hate this stuff. Please stop doing it. We get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're misunderstanding jazz in its most basic form, as gifted to us by the Mormons. Listen to me. Joseph Smith did not intend, when he created jazz, which he did, very hotly debated topic, when Joseph Smith created jazz for us all, he did not create it thinking, oh, everybody's going to love this. This is meant to be enjoyed. He didn't think that. He was on a different spiritual level. The real Sun Ra is Joseph Smith of Mormonism. Did you know that Sun Ra got everything he did from the Mormons? Did you know that Sun Ra got everything he did from Joseph Smith? Little factoid about jazz stuff that they actually try to suppress. You know, add that to your list of research, Nigel. Start looking into the illustrious tradition of American jazz, not coming from who everybody says it came from, coming from the Mormons. And Sun Ra getting his whole shtick. Yeah, I said shtick. Getting his whole shtick from Joseph Smith. Namaste. 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 Beautiful stream tonight, guys. Absolutely gorgeous goddamn stream. I want to thank everybody who raided. There were so many raids tonight. Clinton Does Improv, Money Tits, Plump Rum Stomp, Christ United Mission, all really coming out saying how much they believe in this program, how much they love this program, and making sure that their flock gets a little bit, really latches on, even just for a couple seconds, really latches onto the teeth of my engorged breasts here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, who the heck is streaming? Well, let's get a nice little stream going, guys. Let's get a nice little. Who should we Christmas stream? Namaste, Fallen Snack. I almost said fallen sack, like a scrotum. Namaste, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a really beautiful exploration tonight. Guys, we'll be back. We'll be back either Friday or Saturday. Depends. Let me, sometimes I'm going to be honest. After Christmas Day, that day after, we'll see how much. Let's see if Leslie's got an exploration in them. But if not, Friday, definitely Saturday. We'll be back, though, with our second stream. If not Friday, we'll be back Saturday. Napunja, namaste to you, of course. Blessings and namaste, of course. It's my pleasure to do this for you. It's my pleasure to do this for you once again, and I can't wait to do it again either. I can't wait. But yeah, you know, Merry Christmas either way. And I say that meaning, you know, Merry Christmas to those that will enjoy Christmas, and you accept that in a very direct way. But then let's see here, who's going? Who do we want to raid? But also, I'm saying Merry Christmas to you, like kind of people who your lives are shit, and it's not going to be pleasant. It's going to be a really lonely, brutal day tomorrow and the day after. And I say Merry Christmas to you to make it worse. I want that to be 100% clear. I do that to make you feel worse. And by worse, what we mean is confronting the conflict from which your power arises. Namaste. Not me saying with that single bit, here's a little Christmas freebie for you. I'll go ahead and have that message relayed via stream. Not me saying, I screamed, I hate Christmas in the car today. Merry Christmas. Namaste. Thank you so much, Flat Fleet, for joining us. Bit Wars single bit. Also, I want to thank Duncan did it, and Peppercorn Patty for the massive contributions tonight, and everybody else. I appreciate it. Let's see who is goddamn streaming. Let's do a nice we should raid the TV show Love After Lockup. Yeah. Okay, Peppercorn Patty, these aren't helpful on I don't know if you're drunk or whatever, but that's the opposite of helpful, sweetheart, and please don't do that. Please stop. Need to go back if you could control her. Let's go. Let's raid Shindigs. I was just talking to somebody earlier today about how much I love this stream, this VTuber. Shindigs is awesome. Shindigs is one, you know. They're not good ideas. And anybody who's saying Peppercorn Patty's ideas are good needs to really take a second. Really take a second and search what's in their heart. Because when Peppercorn Patty offers these things, it's not out of a sense of care and enthusiasm for the program. There's another agenda. There's a Jackal's agenda coming from Peppercorn Patty right now. Don't make me end the stream on this note. Don't make me start a raid and then end the stream on this note. This is shit. This is bad. Those of you that are talking to me like this is bad. Communal Vision coming in from Duncan did it. Dirty soda is bad. It sounds amazing. No, it is. It's delicious. It's delicious. Not quite enough to course correct this shit from an ass vibe that Peppercorn Patty and not Misha's have kicked up. But let's take this over to Shindigs, guys. Like I said, we'll be back. We'll be back. If not, we'll be back Friday, maybe. If not Friday, definitely Saturday. All right, let's go over to Shindigs. Namaste, guys, and Merry Christmas. Even if you were going to hate it, and let the hatred take over. Namaste to you. I'll talk to you all very soon.